Today we trust that the Lord will help us and teach us on a topic that says, Beware of thieves. Beware of thieves. It's important we know who the thieves are. It's important we beware of them. It's important we know how to recognize them because they seem to be everywhere. One of the things to note about the thieves is that they convert living stones to living bread. They try to convert living stones to bread, not even living bread. They try to convert living stones to bread, meaning they do all their best to convert a living thing to a non living thing. They convert men to currency. When such people organize a crusade, they will begin to calculate the numbers of money, the numbers of profit they will make from each people on their crusade. They are so experts that they know how much they will get just in case they have up to 5,000 people in attendance in the crusade. They know the amounts they will get if they have 10,000 people present. For them, it is not about how well, it is about how much. For them, it is not about the salvation of the people, it's about the giving of the people. They are not concerned about being saved, they are only concerned about donations. No wonder Jesus casted out those who were buying and selling from the temple. This is because God is against the thieves. The moment your focus as a minister shifts from the people to the offering, then you are becoming a thief. See, there is no other name to call a thief. A thief is a thief. A thief is a thief. There's no other way to repackage or rebrand it. The moment the house of prayer becomes the house of buying and selling, the moment the house of prayer becomes a market, then you know a thief is around. When a thief enters into the house of prayer, their first agenda is to turn it into a place where they can begin to buy and sell. Anytime the church becomes a place that we only buy and sell, then of course you can begin to suspect the presence of a thief. Thieves gains prominence. They gain prominence when the church stops praying. The only time a thief can have popularity is when the church refuses to pray. So when we stop praying, we give allowance for the thieves to become popular. We give allowance for the thieves to deceive more people. So you go to a minister for counseling, and the first thing is you have to pay this, you have to pay that, you have to pay this, you have to pay that. That's a thief. That's a thief. There's no other name to call a thief. A thief is a thief. There's no other name. If the gift you got freely cannot be used freely at any point, then you are a thief. There is no other name. You are a thief. We are not called to become a thief. So you must understand that at any point where you begin to feel more concerned about what you will get than what you will give, you are becoming a thief. Many people became thieves just because God gave them spiritual gifts. So they won't pray for you until you give them something. They will not labor with you in prayers if they know they will not get anything from it. If you invite them, before they ask for the theme of the program, they have already presented the budget, they have presented the expenses. They will tell you the kind of hotel they want to stay, they tell you the kind of food they want to eat, they tell you how they want to be treated. They tell you the kind of entry they want. They tell you the numbers of escorts, the numbers of cars. They are thieves. Beware of the thieves. They are everywhere. The most dangerous type of thieves are the ones on the altar, because you know they will appear to be ministers of God, but unfortunately they are ministers of their own pocket, because their agenda is not to bring souls to God. Their agenda is to bring currency to their bank account. Their agenda is to bring money to their pocket, not to bring souls to God. We have thieves in the market, we have thieves in the offices, we have thieves on the street, but the most dangerous one is the one on the altar. The thief in the market is the number one. You know the market is not too safe. At least you have to be careful with what you are holding. We have thieves in the offices too. At least you also know that in your office too, there are some people to suspect. We have thieves on the street. Then of course that's common. A street is open, so anybody can come, anybody can do anything. But what if you now have a thief on the altar? That's why the thief on the altar is the most dangerous type of thief, because when the man stands on the altar, he begins to gain the trust of the people even before he starts talking. There's a level of trust that people give to you when they see you with the microphone. There's a level of trust that people give to you when they see you ministering on the altar. So imagine you will now put all your trust in a person, believing is a minister, not knowing is a thief. May the Lord give us grace not to fall victims of the thieves in the name of Jesus. May the Lord give us grace not to fall victim of the wolves moving around in sheep clothing in the name of Jesus. This is the wisdom of God. Just said it.